It's Thursday, and we all know what that means. Yes, a show that almost always starts on time.
Hey!
The show that will never get boring arguing over semantics.
Hey!
Right, it's that show on Thursday with Ziona and Slaygon. Live on Slay Radio.
Slay Radio.
Live.
Hello, people.
It's
Hi.
that show on Thursday.
Yes, that show.
On Sunday.
That
Hi.
show on Thursday, which is on Sunday. Hello, hello, hello.
So.
Yeah, someone on Twitch noticed it's Thursday.
In our universe, it is. In everyone else's universe, it's Sunday today. No worries, people. You are not on another timeline.
Yet.
So, yes. Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I guess welcome us back as well, because it's been ages since we have been on air. And that has several reasons why. So, we will talk about this probably, about all the details, but it's the 11th of May, and this evening, for us, it is like a Thursday, but it is for real a Sunday, because we couldn't do a Thursday show this week as we planned after a hiatus of 2-3 weeks.
Something like that, yeah.
I think so, because,
Well, there was a power outage in the middle of, towards the end of Boz's show on Wednesday. We were sitting there listening to Boz, and then all of a sudden, everything just went black. And once things started to come back online, like 45-50 minutes later, of course, as usual, some servers didn't want to kind of come up clean. So, yeah, had to do some data cleanup, let's put it that way. I got the stream server updated while I was at it. Got the stream re-encoder kind of up and running. It's on live support currently, but it's working.
at least it's working.
Yeah, and been kind of tinkering a little bit here, a little bit there since Thursday, basically. And then she popped over to Hungary on Thursday morning, was it?
Evening. No, sorry.
Yes, afternoon.
Yeah,
we were supposed to do a show when she was at the airport, and me kind of sitting here doing, this. But that adds kind of an extra layer of complexity to the whole thing, and just didn't want to do that on top of all the crashes and whatnot. So there we go. But we are here now, and hello, we're fine. Hi.
Yeah, we hope you are fine too.
And also, I'm just gonna post a link on Discord. You can. I implemented not only the dark mode on the home pages, but also a show details page, which I posted the link to on Discord. You cannot find it through any links on the page. It is actually linked in the RSS feed properly, but that's the currently only way to get to those show pages currently. But there is also a song information page on there that you cannot see right now because we are doing a live show.
Oh well, but soon, everything is coming soon. And yes, basically, first 2 weeks I've been sick, and 1 week in Hungary sick, which means I couldn't accomplish half as much as I would want to. And Slaygon been busy. That's how we sum it up. So after revision, I managed to catch something that grew on me so bad that it really lasted. It felt like for ages, really, but at least 2.5 weeks. And my voice is still not 100%. Probably you might be able to hear some of that.
No,
like a good
fine.
jazz singer still?
No, it sounds normal now.
Does it?
Yeah, except you get the occasional kind of cough attack.
Yeah. So this was like a long run after the party. Yeah, the party was great. It was great to see all the friends, and we hugged a lot. Obviously, hugging that many people means that you will pick up something, I guess. But
apparently not.
Apparently not for everyone.
Yeah, not for me.
No, I
apparently.
mean, he was also suffering with some things, but...
yeah, but that was like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, but you felt your throat for one day and then it was gone. So it appears that it's me who is affected. So I guess, yeah, expect some hiatus at some point this year when I'm going to have a nose surgery, because I'm so fed up with the not straight nose where I couldn't breathe through it normally. And that's partially the reason why my colds are so bad. So at some point I will probably do this.
Yeah, and Ace says, I can't breathe. That's
What?
not good.
Don't do this without... What? Now you can't breathe? Or in
Call
general?
an ambulance.
Please. We don't even know the number of the Danish ambulance.
Probably
Don't do this
112.
to us. Probably. Or, yeah, 112 always works, kind of. Yeah, I know. It's just a cold, but still, yeah, probably similar problems there. Hate that. But also he added, as Denmarkian type device, 48 months, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
48 months,
48 months
subscription.
Subscribed.
How-
Oh, yeah.
How amazing you are. Oh my god.
Oh,
We-
6 minutes ago. Yeah. Woohoo.
We can't even tell it with words. How amazing you are. Mm-hmm.
I think you just used words.
Mm-hmm.
Words and shit, yo.
We tried at least. And yeah, next week is Kenilworth and the Zap 64 on the weekend for us. And there will be a broadcast as well for those that won't be there. So
Yeah, I haven't really started setting things up because I wanted to get this show over with because I need this laptop, which will be the main broadcast laptop once we get there. Right after this show, I'm gonna yank this out and then start building my kind of Wi-Fi setup, firewalls, and all the doohickeys, like yank the cameras off the stands and try out some lenses and, you know, the regular thing.
you know.
And oh yeah, the HDMI extenders and all of that. HDMI over Ethernet.
Yeah. So he has been busy. He will be busy. Basically, he is busy. Yes.
I'm busy.
Even if he officially doesn't work, he works continuously now.
There's always things to do.
Yeah, there is.
And while I'm kind of in official work hiatus, I might as well do something good, I thought.
Yeah, you were really getting into it. Nobody can stop you now. So
Unstoppable!
unstoppable, man. And meanwhile, we were away. A lot has happened on the remix scene, it appears like. For example, Marcel, Donné and Eivind Sommersten released Trap.
They did.
Are we willing to give it a listen, considering that it's over 9 minutes? Or should we fade?
I think it's since we haven't done a show in a bit, and I need to kind of go through a bit of a checklist and make sure everything is working the way it's supposed to. It might be a good idea to actually start with that one.
Okay, we will give some time to Slaygon and enjoy the newest release of Marcel, Donné and Eivind Sommersten, and that's Trap.
were on trap, so yeah, it would have been nice to have a fully dum by the trap guy.
And don't you think if all the tracks would finish with Fulidom, would that be a little bit boring?
No. Most of them don't. Is that boring?
Fulidom man. Yes. No.
Yes, I'm a dumb man.
No, this song cannot be boring, like whatever they would do. So it's a beautiful fusion between the two.
Yes.
The two of them.
Yes, a great rendition of a great track.
Yes. So.
Also, forgot to tell you, we have a remix news coming up today as well, around 9. In about 35 minutes, we have the, April edition of remix news?
It is the April edition because it's May now. And,
exactly.
Also, we have a new special announcer.
We do indeed have a new special announcer.
Yes.
And there's a hint in the thumbnail that you can see on Patreon. I posted the monitor globe thingy with the image of the presenter on there. It's not really obvious, but you can kind of guess if you have seen a lot of him. You can kind of guess who it is.
Kind of?
Yeah, it's a little bit difficult to see from a still image. It's easier to see when it's actually rotating. But yeah, you will see.
You are.
In about half an hour, you will hear the new episode, and it's also scheduled to be released as usual at 11:30 Central European Summer Time.
Excellent.
Excellent.
So yeah, other than the starting banter, how have we been?
Well, you've been coughing. I've been busy.
I mean, essentially today, I came back today from the airport in the morning. I needed to leave after 6 to catch my plane back because...
Yeah, it is after 6 now too.
Yeah, Ryanair thinks it's a brilliant idea to put a flight on Sunday morning, which I don't really understand.
No, it makes no sense to have an early morning flight on a Sunday.
On a Sunday, yes.
Just stupid.
Why would you ever do that? But I guess there has to be flights at Sunday morning, so they split the plane. And also, that was funny today, because the guy was... The stewardess guy who was announcing the things, he was like...
The guy.
The guy, yes. The stewardess guy was actually funny. I almost complimented him at the end of the trip if I would have an opportunity for that, because it was very refreshing how he announced the things. But then I missed the opportunity because he was still talking something to the passengers. So
he was almost so funny that you almost fell out of the plane.
Well, first of all, he was saying something like...
was it a Boeing?
No, he was saying something like, around the end of the flight, if Gothenburg was not your destination, we are very sorry, but now we are not turning back, or something like that. And then, it's about, we are landing like in 10 minutes, and oh my God, there is 2 more flights for us. This never gonna end. And I'm like, wow, this is actually cool. I love it. So yeah, I'm pretty sure others were smiling as well. So if anyone would hear anything like this, as passengers, this is funny. Please don't hurt your stewardesses for that, because they are amazing and I really love this. So no, I was just smiling right at the start when they say and announce that if the city is not your destination where we are going, then this is your last chance to speak up. He also did that. The last chance to speak up before the plane moves. So you actually have a last chance to speak up. I did not know that, but...
Well, I guess until you take off, there's always a chance.
But that was really funny. Like, if Gothenburg wasn't your destination at the end of the flight, then we are very sorry. But here you are now. Right, okay. You all need this at like a Sunday morning where you just woke up early, like who wants to do that? And I imagine the crew doesn't either. So
if I was on that plane, I would probably think, oh, for fuck's sake, shut up and just take off unless I had my coffee first.
Oh, no, you would be kinder, especially to those people that are nice. Also, well, we didn't even have time to talk because I was sleeping a lot in the afternoon. Not a lot, but some hours in the afternoon. I was also sleeping on the plane, obviously, because, well, my sleeps are not that great when I'm down there. There are always things happening. And
Here.
down there, yeah, under the table, yeah. Some of my friends are struggling with some health issues right now, so I'm a bit concerned about a few things, and that's why, well, this year seems a bit like hectic in those terms, but we hope for the best. And what did I want to say? Yes. There was a meeting that I wanted to gather together, but I didn't manage. However, people wanted to invite me yesterday for a carbon-based life forms concert. Do you know carbon-based life forms? Yeah. They were at A38 ship. This is a party ship next to the Danube. I think I might have pointed it to you when we were there. Do you know that?
So not on the Danube?
It's on the Danube, but well, next to the kind of beach part of it. So it's a standing ship.
Docked.
Yes, it's a docked ship, and there is always something going on there. And they really like to invite, like some underground artists as well. And well, Budapest is all about this culture, and it's like. And I said yesterday, like, oh my God. No, no, if I am going, and they started very early, they started at 6 or something. If I would be going, I don't know where my voice would go, but I won't have any voice for next week for Kenilworth. Please don't do this to me. I don't want to get in. And then, of course, I was just saying goodbye to the guys at the dock, and then just go. I'm not going in. So kind of rare that I say something like this when it comes to. Isn't it?
Is it though?
No. I mean, it's more rare lately. I guess we are all getting older and older, and sometimes we just appreciate times one-on-one a bit more when it comes to like limited time spent in another city. But that was funny. So they were there yesterday, pretty sure that they were doing good. And obviously, like some of the Hungarian demo scene was there because that's how it is. It's kind of a
they do some retro type music or use retro type sounds.
Yeah. So that's what happened. But. Anyway, it's been only 2 days, 2.5, but I will still need some sleep, most likely. Now I'm a little bit recovered after the afternoon, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, and I have no idea how long it will take to actually put everything together the way we need it to be.
Like next weekend, you mean?
For Zap.
Yeah, that's a really good question because we need to see the place, I guess, as well to say anything.
No, not that part so much. It's more the technical bits, the preparation part that always takes the longest. Like last time we did the BitLive thing, it took me, I don't know, better part of a week to put everything together.
And then a whole day when we were there.
Yeah,
setting
if
up
I
the place.
had not done anything in preparation, it would have taken 2.5 days or whatever.
Oh my God.
There.
Oh my God.
To just do things.
Yeah, so that's gonna be something, I guess. I think it's great that you don't have another job to take care of right now. When it comes to this, right? It's amazing. I'm gonna work the whole week except Friday next week, so yeah. And Marcel has mild temperatures around. It seems like it's my official t-shirt weather, 21.5 degrees there, or 22. 21
like
is
21 to me.
Yes. enjoying the mild temperatures, he says. And yes, it was mild. It was mild in Hungary as well yesterday. It's like, it was unbelievable. I wanted to take the bus. I was running some errands in the afternoon regarding the code that you know. And after that, of course, I was meeting up a friend, and I didn't feel like taking the bus. It was so beautiful next to the Danube, and you just walk and see the bridges, and you know, it's like, it's a sight that I never can get bored of. Like,
okay,
it's just so nice, and it's.
Oh, look, there's the bridge I've seen 1,000 times.
Yeah, it's not boring even for the 1,001st time, okay? I know you don't understand this because for you it's only buildings and bridges, but for me
really,
they are not.
Not really, but still.
They are so nice.
If I'm going somewhere, I would take the bus to get there.
No, it's also, the reason is also because I had like 20 minutes. And I knew that in 20 minutes, I'm just going to walk to the parliament. That's how it is. I was at the other side, the castle side, and then I was just crossing the bridge and just enjoying the whole thing. Lots of tourists were there. Oh my God. It's like such a touristic place right now, and I completely get it, why they enjoy it so much. Of course, I know the quirks as well, that the tourists don't, but... still, it is nice to spend some time there when I'm not drained energy-wise, of course. So, yeah, I was happy about that.
Yeah. Anyway, let's maybe play a track or whatever.
Yes, let's do FS's request, which is MRT and Plastic Pop.
Doodly-doo. Bing, 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 bidding.
So
Nice.
playful, like MRT is always
Yes.
and forever.
Yeah, and Marcel said, this sounds fantastically great.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yes.
So, let's talk about what you are working with right now, because there are very nice and handy features there that are coming up on the Slay Radio page, believe
Yeah.
it or not.
Already mentioned the song info page and the show info page there that I also posted a link to on Discord. Show details, it says, not show info. Maybe I should call that show info as well. Anyway, there's going to be more data in those pages later on, but I pushed out the new pages, or the first version of them at least, today. It's going to be a little bit more like the Steel SID tune information list info on there later on as well. I just need to build a proper parser for the format that they use for that. It's a bit cumbersome reading just a text file, but doable. But there's a bunch of info in there already, and I thought I'd also enable the old discussion section of those at some point, because I still have some data from the old discussion pages from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
So there's things going on. So yeah, look out for those. Like I said, song info and show info pages are already kind of there. Song info pages are easier to get to than show info pages, which are only linked to from the RSS feed currently. But we'll get there eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah, there should be a big ass button on the now playing part for the show
Nice.
to get to the show page, for instance. Haven't added that either, because that part needs some redoing as well.
But
Anyway,
it is
things
going
are
to
happening.
It's going to be nice.
Indeed, eventually.
Oh. I0 says today here it was also first day for a long time that your hands did not freeze immediately. It was around 13 degrees.
Wow.
Finland at its best. Yes, I0 also did a show
Yeah, he did indeed.
last Sunday.
No, Tuesday.
Tuesday, Sunday. Jesus Christ, my head is completely off because this is a Sunday now.
It is indeed a Sunday now.
Yes, and it was Tuesday because Cactus didn't do a show. So now I know. You know, I have this information in the back of my head, but Jesus Christ, my head is so fried. Yeah,
somewhere
yeah.
in there.
It's somewhere in there. I just need to look for it. It needs a little bit of time. And Marcel added, "What? You have 0 millimeters of moisture? Wow. 23 degrees. 22. Yes, that is some beautiful weather out there in the Netherlands."
Yeah, I think we had up to about 17 or 18 degrees yesterday, and I think tomorrow will be about 17 degrees or so again.
Yeah, it's pleasant. It's just that it's colder. It feels colder.
Yes, especially if the winds are coming from over the Kattegat.
Kattegat?
Yes, the body of water to the west of Gothenburg.
Oh, okay.
You know, where the boats go.
Yes, that's where they go. They go to the sea.
Oh, they are already on the sea. But
No, okay. Yeah, well, it's a quality talk that we have in here.
Well, much good information. It is Sunday after all, so yeah, don't work too hard on trying to understand any of this because you're not supposed to work on Sundays.
No, and hi Pete, good evening.
Good evening, Pete.
Hope you are well. So,
well,
yeah, this year is crazy in terms of that. Good
Hello,
evening,
Frida.
Frida.
That's a nice cat gif.
Yes, I like that. Yay. Yeah, I was soothing myself lately with cat videos. They just always make me feel better whenever I'm down or tired or whatever. From the slow motion fight till the point when they are making complete crazies of themselves and jump down several floors and they still run away and these stuff.
I just watch our cats.
Yeah, sometimes it's just enough to watch your own cats because they are silly enough.
They are indeed.
For example, when I came home today, Puko is usually, there's this new habit that she jumps up again to drink from the tap. But obviously she can't open the tap, so you always need to open it for her. Yeah, hopefully she won't be able to open the tap because she won't be able to close it after that, so that's not good.
Well, opening it is more difficult than closing it, but she probably wouldn't care to close it.
No, she wouldn't, that's why. And the thing is that she jumped up once after the toilet is almost next to the entrance. Okay, I gave water. She jumped down after drinking like for 1.5 minutes. There was 30 seconds. She jumped down and then she went back on the tap. And I'm like, what do you want again? I opened it for the second time. She did this again. She was like, okay, after 2 minutes it's enough. And then after 1 minute again, she changed her mind again. And I'm like, Puko, there is a reason why your name is Puko. Really? Like, how many times do you want to jump back there?
Oh, hello, Chubby.
And good evening, Chubby. Oh, that's so nice to see you around. It's been a while. Wow. Okay.
Yes, and give a bit of a donation on that there link.
Oh, thank you. And how is my flu, Pete? Well,
your flute.
My flute, my flu is gone. But like considering the circumstances that I needed to go and I was talking a lot again for the last 2 days. Sometimes when I talk a lot with this condition, I just feel that my voice is not entirely 100% recovered. And we were also saying goodbye to a colleague last week who was working for the company for 16 years. And of course, restaurant, and it's always loud. And there were like 12 of us. So after these evenings, I know that it's not going to do well until it's like a complete recovery. So I'm still going to do the honey tea thing. But my kind of the flu or cold or whatever that was, I don't know, that I had, that was so long that it lasted 2.5 weeks, that is gone, I think. So this is the aftermath that I have right now. It's my voice is still not recovered, and because I'm enforcing it before it's completely recovered, but I hope that it will happen for next week. So this week, not going to party anywhere for sure. Not before Kenilworth.
And I think it would be best if you didn't go to the office either.
Yeah, I agree on that.
Or the gym, especially the gym.
Oh my God! Yeah, now it's been the 4th week. It will be. And probably, I need to skip that before Kenilworth because I'm going to be mindful about that. And 4 weeks without gym and moving. That actually sucks when you get used to the moving. But
we have a runny thingy. What's it called? The treadmill thingy in the garage and a heavy bag and some weights.
True. Maybe I will do something with this. And also, there is some online Lamil's trainings. You will be so happy that I'm doing them in the living room, especially body attack.
We have the game room for that.
No, that's not enough space for body attack. I'm sorry.
Yes, it has to be.
No.
Yes.
That's not gonna happen. That's enough space for Dance Dance Revolution. That's gonna work, but not body attack. Oh, Pete might give me a hug at Kenilworth. Yeah, okay. Jesus, okay, I will do that. You are sleeping until noon anyway. I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing this while you are asleep.
Oh, will you?
And then, not waking you up at all. Yes, Slaygon
That's
gets
what the
a
game
hug.
room is for.
Yes, okay. Okay, no, I'm gonna be mindful next week, and you are absolutely right, and absolutely, yeah, I probably shouldn't go to the office. I think that's a good idea. So
yes, that is a very good idea.
So,
sleep a lot, not go to the office, and definitely not go to the gym. That's the worst place to go.
Yeah, okay. My trainers
And
won't recognize.
And have a bunch of D vitamin.
Yeah, I'm having lots of vitamins like every day now. Like I'm wondering how my kidneys are doing. Probably not too good. But
depends on what kind of vitamins they are.
Well, several types of vitamins I'm taking, you know, at least 3 types. So just so you know. So yeah, it's been a ride so far, but and we barely talked about revision just yet because
I'm even wearing a revision t-shirt.
Yeah, and wow, yes, that's the last year's t-shirt.
Yes, I just reached in and saw, there is one. It's fine.
Yeah, where is my revision t-shirt that you brought home? Because you still didn't give it to me.
There is somewhere.
Somewhere, okay.
Somewhere.
We have this year's t-shirt as well. Somewhere, yes, okay. Yeah, so soon I need to do laundry. Now I have lots of practice. I did a lot of laundry when I was there to my families as well. So yes, it's all work. A little bit exhausted, yeah. But it's okay. It's fine.
Well, we play the next track. And by the way, we're going to play one more track and then we're going to go straight into remix news after that.
Oh,
but
do we?
While we do that, I'm going to poke a person and see what's what with what's it and what not. There we go.
Pete.
Clear enough, was it?
Yes, it was. Pete says, Rowena will take you for one of her free 30 a.m. runs.
No, 6:30 a.m.
6:30? No, free, not free. Sorry, I don't know why I said free. My brain is just fried. I'm sorry. 6:30. That will clear your lungs and tax your physique. But I want to go for a run, but not at 3:30.
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Yes, it is, because the suggested time is 6:30. So there you go.
Did I say 3:30 again?
You did.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, not at 6:30. Okay. Even 7:30 is a bit too early for me, if you don't mind. But
7:30 is still in the middle of the night for me.
Yeah, 8:30 is kind of getting there, and 9:30 is probably the optimal time for me to do such a thing, if in the morning. That's why I don't exercise in the morning, because, well, after 9 I start to work, so obviously that's kind of colliding, kind of
Sort of.
a little bit, yeah. So anyway, where were we? We were at Slaygon's wife, whoever that is.
Oh, hi Marlin.
Oh, is it Marlin? I like her.
Well,
okay, no problem then.
No, not wife, she's my Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, yes, you talked about it. How did you say that? That you house band, yes, house band.
Yes.
You will be her house band, and
she's my Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi, yes, that's yes, a pal girl from long time. She is so cool. Yeah, she can be your wife, but
I don't know. Does it say Wi-Fi or wife?
wife, just wife.
Oh,
So
then it's probably not Marley.
no, it's probably not her. Well, just show yourself. Like, I want to know who you are, you know, just in case. It's
Just for the
good
record.
to know. Yeah, just for the
And
record.
also, please provide her your credit card details and your full address.
Just for me to approve, you
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah.
I think I deserve this after so many years. If you have a wife, I can just approve her, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to cost you. Here's the credit card number.
So that's why I never got a ring from you. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so the request is, well, at least he or she, because, well, I'm still assuming it was a he doing this, but if it's a she has a great taste because the request is Rock and JLD and Smile to the Sky. And luckily, we did a radio edit of that. Radio edit with 5 minutes and 42 seconds. So that's what we are going to play right now. And after that, we go straight to Remix News 2025 April with a new announcer.
Indeed, doodly.
My name is Marcel, and these are the latest releases on Remix 64 for the month of April 2025. This month, there were 15 releases on RKO and only 4 on AmigaRemix.com, for a total of 19, and we are going to have a quick listen to each of them shortly. We simply cannot have a month go by without a release by Dr. Future, so here's his latest remix titled Wizardry, Garden Eden Edit. The original Amiga tune was composed by Volker Tripp, also known as Jester. And what the heck, while at it, Dr. Future created a second remix this month too. This is Kickstart 2, Kickstart Your Life, originally by Sean Southern.
Those hazards, people shout you run, feel the dirt and danger, get the grip, hey hey, your bank and music, press and play. Love the moment, hear the engine, give it all and push the limit. You're the champion, you're the toughest. This is like kickstart your life, start your life, kickstart your life, start your life.
Proton kept up his prolific pace with 3 new releases in April. This is the first of those called Galaxy 2, with the original composition created by Jimmy Fredriksson, aka Firefox. The second Proton release this month was Harlequin title tune, based on the original by Barry Leach. After 2 Amiga remixes, Proton decided to create a C64 remix this month as well, and specifically a cover of the collaboration between Rob Hubbard and Ben Daglish for the game Auf Wiedersehen Monty. Jeroen Kimmel's C64 tune called Frightmare has been reworked by Pi vs. Pi. Eivind decided to surprise Slaygon on his Slay radio show by finishing one of Slaygon's own synth tunes that he created just as a test. And with it he surprised us all with a real beauty. This is Saint. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a newcomer on the scene. And right off the bat he entered the remix community with no less than 6 releases. His name is Tollis, and this is the first of those 6 tunes, a remix of Thomas and Michael Detot's Gordian Tomb. Next up by our newcomer is Rambo 3, originally composed by Jonathan Dunn. Tollis also tackled the classic Draconis in his debut batch. The original was, of course, composed by Adam Gilmour. The title tune of the witching game Cauldron, which was composed by Keith Miller, comes alive in Tollis' interpretation. Another ambitious remix by newcomer Tollis is Wings of Fury, originally composed by Chris Hadley. The sixth and final release from Tollis this month is from the game Renegade 3, the music of which was composed by Jonathan Dunn. This is a remix of the Egypt level, which Tollis subtitled Voice Immortality. Are you ready to rock? You better be when listening to the unmistakably unique soundscape of Zoom, a live version of the Johannes Bjerregaard classic by NecroPolo. Well, it's simple as that, declares B Zerk in his remix of the Sid tune by Mario Laugel, also known as Steel. (7DD9). We should all be familiar with this handle by now after 4 previous releases in 2025, and here's 2 more. First up is In the Shadows, a remix of the Ghost and Goblins arcade tune originally by Glenn Rune Galefos and Thomas Peterson. The second remix by 7DD9 this month is from Alistair Brimble's Alien Breed soundtrack, the Tower Assault tune. Vandalia continues his streak of fusion remixes, this time fusing the soundtrack of Mule by Roger Glover with the soundtrack of Max Headroom by David Whittaker. And what else can be the spotlight track of this month? But one of my own remixes. Well, okay, it's not entirely my own, but I basically helped finish what Eivind couldn't be bothered finishing on his own. That's just a joke, Eivind. Relax. Actually, it's a trap! Nah, I'm joking again. It's just called Trap. Our remix of the classic Sit tune by Ben Daglish. Hope you enjoy it. You can find the rest of all this and all the other remixes on remix.kwed.org and amigaremix.com, where you can also vote for them. Keep the remix scene alive. Till next time, this was Marcel. Doei!
so nice. That was so nice. Squee, tui. Learning new phrases now. Tui. That's
Dewey.
Dewey. Dewey. It's
Yes.
D. It's
Yes.
It's apparently D.
D.
Okay.
D-O-I.
Yes. Okay. So we are learning new things on the channel as
Yeah.
well.
Hallinen.
Halainen.
Never actually heard that word, I think.
We just almost like created it by accident and it means something.
Hallinen Ue. Night with freezing temperatures on ground level.
During summer.
During summer.
During
yes.
summer is the most important part. Sounds like an often used phrase in Finland. Ground level being 0 at summer.
Oh, apparently more common way of saying that is Halla Ue.
Hallaö.
Ue.
You don't pronounce
Halla
the
Ue.
you don't pronounce the Y. No.
Ue. Yes. Ue.
Ö.
Yes.
It's Ö. Ah. Ooh.
Ue.
Ooh. Okay.
The,
Cool.
the
That's
Y
nice.
is pronounced U in Swedish, in Finnish, and in Swedish I. That's
Not confusing.
confusing when you start learning Swedish.
And finish
That
at the
is
same
why
time.
you get this Finlandssvenska.
That's cute though. I like it. I also like Finland's English. I think that's also very cute.
Moder have finlandssvenska i dialekten. Yeah,
Sommerkar.
exactly.
Love it.
Yes, great work, Lala, on yet another great episode, and thank you, Marcel, for the voiceover. Much appreciated, and good fun with different people announcing these.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, it's amazing. I really love this concept.
Yeah, great idea.
Everyone can show
Bye,
their
Lala.
own way of presenting it. Yes.
Yes.
And do a quality job on that.
Yes, indeed. I do have a kind of a technical note for Lala for after the show. I can actually just do it right now. If Lala rewatches this at some point, just put a limiter in the thing, like minus 0.3 dB or something, so we don't hit the red.
Never hit the red.
No, well, you can actually. Depends on what you do. It's not the end of the world. It's still just digital. It doesn't clip the same way in the digital sphere, especially now with floating point calculations on the waveforms and whatnot. Hitting red it doesn't actually mean much.
But it's not nice to hit the red.
Well, it doesn't mean much.
Don't hit the red, please.
Unless you actually clip it, then it doesn't mean
I'm not gonna
much.
clip my hair, please. So yes, well, it can clip, it can get to red, but then it might not sound that nice. But anyway,
Well, you can trim it too.
yeah, I guess, but don't compress it too much. Anyway, where were we?
Well, you were fetching tea.
Yeah, I fetched tea. I'm a good girl now. I'm drinking my
she-
honey tea, so maybe
She
my
was a bad
voice
girl
is-
before.
About that, I can't say anything, but it's not on me to judge. But if you want to ask for requests, then you can definitely do that at slay.radio/request.
Ta-da!
Yay! And or on Discord also with the exclamation mark request. You can do that, and we will receive it into the request list. This
Yes,
is
and you can do that on IRC, Discord, and Twitch, but not on YouTube, unfortunately.
that doesn't
Yet.
end up in the list yet. And this is a good place to say this because, yeah, we can use some requests now. So if you feel like, just pop in some. And our next requester is I0. And believe it or not, he asked for an Amiga remix.
The shocker!
Well, you would be shocked if he would ask for a C64 remix, right?
But he has.
Of course he has. Of course he has. Just kidding. Anyway, Firefox and Occ-San-Geen. Occ-San-Geen. Why do I say Occ-San-Geen all the time for this song? I don't know why. Occ-San-Geen. And this remix is from the Encore 500 album. that's such a great track.
Yes, mixing and mastering, well, at least mastering, I think, for that, by that there, Tomas Danko. Yay! Great track.
I wonder who doesn't know that I'm doing a show, because my phone is ringing. It's my mom.
Yeah. Speaking of mothers, happy Mother's Day.
Yes, exactly.
To mother, because today apparently is the Finnish Mother's Day.
Yes, it's important that it is the Finnish one, because all the Mother's Day, they are different for all the countries that I have been at so far. So in Hungary, it was the first Sunday of May. The Finnish one is the second Sunday, apparently, or I don't know how you determine when it is.
Second Sunday of May, I think.
Yeah, I think.
Definition.
I'm not sure about the English areas, and I know that I think
I think the English areas,
English
in plural,
areas,
have different ones.
They
I
might
think
have
it's
different ones.
country-wise.
Yeah, and I think that in Poland it was the last Sunday of May. It's so confusing. I don't know why we couldn't synchronize this if there is an international day for everything.
It was pre-internet. It's kind of like, why do we still have wintertime and summertime? For crying out loud. It's so stupid. Yeah.
Oh my.
Oh my.
My.
Yeah, kind of as stupid as the revision jury thingy. The pre-rejection jury. I know they had a bunch of tracks in there, like this year. They had, 52 tracks in the streaming music?
I think either 52 or 57, I don't remember, because I think some people said different numbers, but it was over 50. That's a lot of tracks.
That's a shit bunch of tracks.
And it's completely understandable that you need to do a pre-jury, because you can't just play 50 tracks at a party and nobody will listen through all of them and nobody will remember all of them. So completely fine to do a pre-jury.
Yeah, but
and I'm also fine getting pre-selected, because I have been participating at so many parties. Yeah, so sure. Fine, it's fine.
It was my first revision, and I had a track in the streaming music compo. And sure, I was a bit miffed to be pre-rejected there and all of that, but it's it's like, oh, what a pity kind of a thing. But then it turns out that out of the 4 jurors, and do not ask me how I know this, but out of the 4 jurors for the streaming music compo, 3 of them had tracks in the streaming music compo, and they did not get rejected. Nor did the jurors recuse themselves from jury duty, which is absolute fucking horseshit, in my opinion.
That is something that I think should be a rule at all parties.
Yeah.
That if you participate in a compo and you are in the pre-jury, you can't participate in that compo. Like literally, decide if you want to be a jury or a participate.
Yeah, it's one or the other. Either you recuse yourself from jury duty and bring someone else in for that particular compo, or you don't enter your entry in the compo. It's really that simple.
Yeah, especially when you have like over 50 people contributing to a compo and you select 15 to play out of that, and 3 of them are making it and they are in the jury. Really? Seriously? Seriously?
And the fourth out of these jury members didn't even have an entry in the music compo. So, yeah.
I mean...
So apparently the guaranteed way of getting in the compo is by becoming a jury member. That seems fair.
Let's hope that maybe someone thinks of this.
A new thing.
Okay. Well... That's not okay, people.
No.
I'm sorry to say that is indeed not okay. And that needs to be raised at all the Muslim parties if it happens, because that is indeed not okay.
I mean, yeah, especially if you have like a pre-rejection thing going on, but smaller parties, sure, whatever, who cares?
Yeah.
But I don't care who you are. If you say, yeah, sure, I can be objective,
No, you can be objective about your own track. That's never how it works. Like I can't be that either. It's not that you yourself believe that it's amazing or whatnot, but you can't be objective because you were working with it for 200 hours. That's how making music works. So, and you can't compare. And I was personally absolutely fine with myself. I was feeling a little sorry for Slaygon to kind of get pre-selected because it's his first revision. I was so excited for him.
Sorry. Let's call it for what it is. Pre-rejection, not selection.
Sorry, yeah, but it's officially pre-selection process.
I don't care. Let's fucking change that too because it's stupid.
Okay, that won't be changed in the demo scene for after 30 years of tradition. It's pre-selection and that's it. Okay, so
let's start a trend then and always call it pre-rejection because that is what it is.
Yeah, you are one person to say that, but maybe it's not gonna start a trend.
There's more people out there that can also start calling it that.
Yeah, but Yogi had a tune there that I absolutely loved because I heard it before, and he also got pre-rejected.
Yes.
And I was so sad about that, and I'm still upset about that, and I'm so sorry to say
it's
that.
Gorgeous track.
Yes, I did not agree with that decision either, that he got out of that.
Yeah.
So that.
Yeah, by the way, like a bit of a sidetrack, but still on topic with regard to both the revision we are talking about, and as we previously talked of, Danko. He had also been pre-rejected, I think, 3 times in the revision streaming music compo.
Okay.
3 times he entered those tunes into other streaming compos in other parties and won all 3 of them. Kind of goes to show how non-scientific these things are. But,
no, music compo is never scientific.
No, of course not. That was with air quotes, without doing the air quotes. But like Pete said, it's called conflict of interest. Yes, exactly. It's really that simple.
It is a conflict of interest, and personally, when we arranged compos, because we did that several times, the online compos, the only thing that made me feel good about sometimes the coming result when I was ending up at the top, because it was anonymous and nobody knew who did the tracks. And obviously the goal with that is that you are not telling yourself what is your track and what not, and this is the only way to stay objective. But
yes, and also to add to that, if the compo itself is set up in a way where you have no say in the outcome.
Yes.
When it's not, even if it's not anonymous, it's still not you who votes to be included in the compo or not to begin with.
Yeah, exactly.
You have no say in the outcome whatsoever because you are not. And in our case, usually when we hosted the 20th anniversary Remix 64 20th, or was it 25th? I can't remember now. 5 years here or there, doesn't matter. The anniversary remix compo for Remix 64. We had tracks in there, but
47 of them, but we didn't do pre-selection, pre-rejection.
Yes. Exactly. We were not on any jury, and also I never vote for my own tracks on Remix 64 or in this compo.
Yeah, that is something
20th
that
anniversary,
you never can stop anyone doing, voting for their own tracks, because everyone have one vote, obviously. But how I usually do this is that I'm just not voting in the whole compo where I participate at. That's my personal opinion. That's one thing you can do. Or you just vote for the other tracks.
Yeah, I did vote on the 20th anniversary thing, but not on my own tracks, obviously.
Exactly. Yeah, that was left empty, and that's, I think, the correct way of doing things. But we understand that sometimes you just want to aesthetically push up. I mean, I know that a lot of people might do that on the most in-party votings as well. And with vote, you have you are one drop in a sea, right? And there's I think some correct and non-correct ways of doing that, but when you don't even give a chance to a track because there is a pre-selection, pre-rejection, pre-selection, it's called pre-selection.
Pre-rejection.
Doesn't matter. You can insist on your way, but when there is this process and it's up to you and you are participating in the same very competition, that is absolutely not okay, and that's what I think. And that applies to all the MOSIN parties around the world. So whoever is doing this, maybe think about it twice, okay, because that is not nice.
Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, if it's like a small party and everyone is friends with everyone at the place and you can only vote at the place, who cares? It doesn't really matter that much. But it's different when it's open to the public, like the 20th anniversary Remix Compo and Remix 64, any demo party, like Revision, that sort of thing, you know, then it starts to matter.
Yeah, I mean, DMC added a very good point here, since the Revision Party is not just a small hobby event, but presents itself in a rather professional manner. It is all the more surprising that such conduct is tolerated in a competition.
Yeah.
Completely agree. It doesn't exactly reflect well on the event.
No.
Because that's the thing, we enjoyed the heck out of the event. It's a great event, it's well put, I've been last year as well, and it's so well put together, and like everything feels professional. So maybe don't allow such thing to happen again. Maybe that would help.
Yeah,
I think.
they have a lot of big sponsors and whatnot, and it doesn't reflect well on them either.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
It's like I don't know, you publishing statistics for your new graphics card, but present wrong numbers, like fake numbers. It's like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that this is some constructive criticism there, and there's always things to improve, and completely understandable. There's so many things about the party to take care of. So yeah, it's not easy to find proper people. But the only goal would be to find people in any compo, basically, where you do pre-selection that are not participating in the compo. They shouldn't have a say if they participate in the compo. And of course, the compo is different when you don't do pre-selection, because then it doesn't matter. Then you give a chance to all the entries that are out there. Yeah. So that's fine. And yes, Pete, good point. If you win because you created some votes for yourself, that's another topic. You are literally kidding yourself about how good you are. Yes, absolutely. This is why I think it's been ages since we might have done something like that, because right at the start of the demo scene, when you are 16 years old, everyone will be up there, and obviously everyone is casting like the votes in a way. I think that we all been children, really, but we are over that state. I think I'm over that state. So I want to
talk for yourself.
Oh, I could never see you will vote for yourself, really. So no, I don't see that. But yeah, so been there, done that. It's not fun. It's not making anything better. Believe us, people. It's just that. But that's the voting process. That's a different topic. The pre-selection is somewhat more sensitive, because then either you give chance to those people who were sweating with their productions for so long, or not. And if it's up to you, then you shouldn't participate. That's it. So either one or the other. That's all that we can say. Yeah,
it's not like I'm saying that I spent like months upon months creating a track. No, I just started on the Monday and then finished on Thursday before we left. So a couple of days. But still, the process kind of miffed me a bit.
Yeah. Yes, but, well, let's hope things are going to improve regarding that department, and let's see what else. Tomsk wants to piss you off with an Amiga remix.
Not him too! Come on, Tomsk! Oh, you're gonna be difficult like that next weekend too.
asked, can he request this Dream by Kjetil? And of course you can, absolutely. Very nice track, we love it. And we maybe hope that Kjetil appears at some point as well. Oh, hang on a minute, I need to do some preparations here because
Yeah, he poked us what was it, a couple of days ago and asked some bit live questions for September, is it?
No. What was it? It's October, I think. Not November.
You're way off.
Yeah, you are very off. Like September is definitely not
It's
bit
1
live.
month off in that case.
No,
it's not way off.
No, hang on a minute.
We'll get the dates.
Again, there's just so many dates I need to check.
We'll get the dates right before we get there. I'm sure of it.
But just to pre-plan everything, we need to do this now because I know that some people want to book way ahead when it comes to their plane tickets, and it is going to be in November. November 21st and 22nd, so September is way off. I'm sorry, this is already winter.
So is October in your estimation there?
Well, October is also far away. I do not remember if it's October or November because, well, lately I was going back to like all BitLive dates as well.
Oh yeah, I should actually remember because BitLive is like a week away from Transmission 64.
Indeed, which will be the last
week before Transmission 64.
Last
so
weekend.
It's going to be a busy couple of weeks there for us.
Yeah, it's the last weekend of November, basically. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Again. Yeah.
Marcel says, my goal for next revision, don't go there. Not that I ever went. Yeah, that's kind of my plan too now.
But come on, it's great to meet friends and people and everything.
Well,
we don't say the whole thing is miffed. This was a moment.
No, I said I was miffed.
You were miffed. Okay, I understand that, but you know, things happen, mistakes happen. It can
that's
happen.
Not a mistake.
That is a mistake.
That's
it's not only a mistake, but
planning problem.
Yeah, I know, but this is not about boycotting the whole thing.
I'm
it's
not
about
boycotting. If that was boycotting, then I would have boycotted. What was it called before the party? What was it called before?
Breakpoint.
Breakpoint. Then I would have been boycotting Breakpoint as well.
Why would you do
because
that?
I never went.
Oh my God.
It's not how boycotts work.
No, of course not. But you sounded like, okay, you are pissed now, so it's out of possibility.
I just read what Marcel said, and yes, that told you that is my plan too.
Okay, anyway.
I've been to parties before, it wasn't that special.
I know. Yeah. I know, all of them make you tired and all of that.
Yeah, no,
and you are getting old. No, it's okay.
3.5 hour drive from Marcel's place.
What do you mean, Marcel? 3.5 hour drive? Do you know how much the guys drove from there? I went back with them. Over 10 hours, 12 hours, and we drove 2 days, actually. So, I'm sorry. You don't have a say in this.
Well, he's a little bit older than you.
Well, does it matter?
Like 15 years older.
No.
Yes.
No, he is not.
Yes.
Is he? Well,
born,
we have
born 69.
Okay.
So, how much older?
That's not 15.
How much is it then?
14.
Oh my God!
That's less than 15. Anyway.
I0 says Slaygon is also becoming a grumpy old man. What do you mean becoming? Always been.
Well, it's been work to bring him to this party as well. It was all my work.
Yeah.
It's been, I was fighting for it so much.
Yeah, see how that went.
Oh, come on. Okay, I'll be always the one who can also sleep under the table, and you will be the one who is not going to parties. Then I get it.
I'm busy.
Okay, I'll leave you to that.
Nice. Bolo.
Oh.
Where is it? There you are. My lovely baby trunk.
Goodness gracious.
My trunk, my lovely baby trunk.
We are old, grumpy old somethings, says Glenn. Well. Well. Speak for yourselves.
Youngling.
I'm a young old lady, okay? Oh my god. Okay. Maybe it's time to play some music
It
then.
might very well be, yes.
For Tomsk, who wants to piss you off with an Amiga remix. Because this is what he said.
Yeah, well,
it's Amiga just to piss Slaygon off.
Yeah, good thing that it's a good track at least. So,
sorry, I don't request often, but I love this. He said, "No, it's okay, Tomsk."
I'm too old to be bothered.
It's okay if you just listen and not request. We will forgive you about that. We never expected everyone to request. Probably we will never finish the show when that would happen, but it's absolutely fine either way, whatever you want to do. So here is a kjetiln and Desert Dream for you.
Oh, dessert. Yummy.
Desert Dream.
Oh, okay.
Damn it.
Foodly-dum. Foodly. Foodly. Foodly-dum-dum.
Please don't ruin it.
I'm not. Foodly-dum-dum. Foodly-dum-dum-dum.
I have bad news for you. You ruined it.
No, I didn't. I enhanced it.
Enhanced in what way?
In the foodly-dum way.
Yeah, well, we might see things differently sometimes.
Sometimes.
But I love you.
Even though you have these foodly-dum shortcomings.
Exactly, thank you.
Foodly
Fiddly ruined.
No, Tomsk. Come on, you're hurting my feelings.
Oh, no, he is not. You can hug him in a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What good does it do now?
Aww. You only need to wait less than a week. Actually, it's 5 days.
Yes.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Not looking forward to the 6 a.m. flight again, though.
No.
Seriously.
Horrible.
Why are they doing this? Like, why did we choose this flight? Even, well, we chose this flight for a reason, but Jesus, why are they doing flights at 6 a.m.?
Yeah. Would have been so nice with like noon flight or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
You get what you get.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Daily wisdom, Sunday.
Yeah, with my sleep patterns right now, I probably will get like a couple of hours of sleep.
So you couldn't sleep without me.
Not a whole lot, no.
That is so sweet. I'm not happy about it though, but it's so sweet.
Well, at least that was productive.
At least.
Yeah, so now we have the song info and show info pages.
I'm trying to figure out a way how not to bother you when you are deep into your thoughts and you are developing something there, because I didn't really figure this out yet, how not to interrupt him in his thought process.
So when I look focused or dreamy, like look up at the ceiling, like then that's when I'm thinking or trying to input thoughts into computer.
I kind of recognize those gestures, but sometimes it is really about you just listening to a podcast, meanwhile other things, and I honestly never know how to approach in that situation. Maybe I should just write you a message.
Yeah, maybe.
And then at some point you will check it and you won't feel the urge to react immediately if I just write you a message.
Maybe.
Yeah, I need to come up with something.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm such a scatterbrain that I kind of usually have a couple of different things going at the same time. So I'm working on one thing over here and another over here, and while I kind of do things on this thing, my brain is still on this thing and kind of solving things, because now I'm not directly thinking about it, but it's still kind of processing the processes in the back of the head. And then you just hop over to the other project and just, I don't know, finish it off. That sounds dirty. And just implement the things that were worked on in the back of the head, kind of a thing.
Pete said, king-sized beds at Holiday Inn. You will sleep at Kenilworth, Slaygon, I promise. Tom scanned, unless in next room is Yogeir.
Yeah, I know. I've had Yogeir sleep in my house before.
Snores like an earthquake.
That is very true.
Okay, well.
Yeah. How are the walls in that place? Is there a basement room? Like the boiler room or whatever? Because at least, even though it's loud, it might be loud, it's more of constant.
Yeah. And he's also our personal bodyguard. I mean, we took a picture with Yogeir, both of us, in front of the revision wall.
Yeah, who was it that commented on that, saying Jorger and his kids?
I think that was Romeo Knight.
Oh yeah.
And it really looks like we are his kids. Even Slaygon, who is like 186 centimeters tall.
187. Thank you very much.
Oh my god, that 1 centimeter difference.
See, she doesn't even know me. Yeah, you're way off.
Okay.
Like me with September and you with October.
I'm sorry,
Way
but
off.
September and end of November, that's very different in terms of weather and other circumstances.
Excuse me. 186 is a whole 10 millimeters away from 187. 10! Do you know how many strands of hair you can fit in there? Jesus, woman.
And yet, once we are sitting, we are the same height. I don't understand. It is because I have short legs. It really is, actually. Don't laugh. Let's see what we have on the request list instead, okay?
At least you didn't say short feet.
Haha. That's a good idea out there. So Bolo had a request of
If you want to make requests too, you can do so by going to slay.radio/request.
Cauldron by Tollis.
The Ost.
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 Where's the cheese?
Yeah, now Zelda is upstairs because we have the audio upstairs as well. She's going, ooh, cheese, where?
Aww, poor little thing. Okay, well, let's play Tollis and Cauldron for Bolo. Drum. Dum?
Fully dumb.
Yes, dramatic. Dum. Dum. Who is stupid? Dum.
Dum.
Dum. Who is
Pucko.
dum? Well,
Fully pucko.
she is silly, but not stupid, rather silly.
Yes. Fully pucko
She's not
instead of
stupid.
fully dumb.
No, yeah, no. Yes.
Fully pucko. And now they're going. What is this noise?
Why? Yeah, like I'm going to the screen and you are not there, but you keep saying this. Why? Don't call me baby. Yes. So Yogeir is apparently training only because
Yeah.
he wants to protect Pete. That's important.
Looks like he's training his fists.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be hit by that fist either.
No,
Yeah, I'm.
it's the size of my head.
Yeah.
You can just pick me up with just grab my head.
Did
drop me somewhere else.
Did anyone ever try to attack you, Yogeir?
Most likely not. And if they did, they no longer attack anything, I guess.
The man who brings security with him.
Testicles says, someone say doom? Yes, Foodly Doom.
Fiddly Doom. Fiddly Wolfenstein. We can also do that.
Yes. Foodly Dark Forces, which was an excellent game. We used to play multiplayer thingy on these maps at the office back in the 90s.
You said that you didn't play games.
I didn't play much games, but Dark Forces was one of them. FA-18 Hornet was another.
Yeah.
So we did these missions. So we had the local network thing, and then we ran the missions in the network. So that was cool because, well, why not try something when it's all new and fresh? You know, this was before you could do all of these things over the internet. And yes, we had a token ring network, and we had a co-worker called Debbie who, at the end of the day, took her Mac and just unplugged the coax from the computer and killed the network.
Every day?
Almost every day.
Why?
It's like, oh, it must be time for Debbie to go home because the internet died. She took the internet with her home. And just tried to teach her, put the fucking Terminator in there. But nah.
Oh my god. Good old times.
Yeah, still have a bunch of those T-plugs that you have to extend
I remember
the coax
Yeah.
cables and networking. Yeah, those were fun.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
But you are not using them anymore.
Oh, thank God, no. Jesus Christ.
The fun is over.
Yeah, imagine having everything connected by that in this house, and then you take your laptop and then unplug it. Don't even know where you had your laptop plugged in the first place. And then you need to find the place where you don't have a termination plug.
No, sounds like a hassle.
Yeah. But at least we knew the source when things died. Like, oh, did Debbie go to lunch, or did she leave for the day or whatever? Just what time is it Debbie time now?
Debbie old time. Nice. Not nice, but nice.
Nice, not nice. Nice, but not nice.
Nah, I used to play mostly with the 2D arcade concept games like Mario and Lion King and Aladdin. I completely played them, and Jazz Jackrabbit, of course. That's
Of course.
from start to end. mostly because of the music, but I also enjoyed the game and the character design and how they put the whole thing together. It was just so like put together, you know.
Yeah.
Somehow it had its own style. So, but those I couldn't stop playing, guaranteed.
Kind of hard to play if it wasn't put together.
Put well together. Like, you know, when you just feel that every piece of particle of this game is intentionally put there, and it's so nice design, and the whole mood and the vibe is so nice, and the characters are so well done, and the music is so well done, which is the most important part of a game, obviously.
Obviously. That's why I played through The Last Ninjas as well.
Right?
Just to get to the next song.
See, there are things that we agree with on, kind of, yes.
Yeah, and Barbarian was fun. Dun, 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 dun.
I can imagine. I didn't play that, but even just from the music, judged by the music, must have been. But I tried, I think I tried Guardian Tomb and Klystron. No, Ghosts and Goblins too. And heck, that was difficult. Wow, that was difficult. But I only tried it from emulator. So not the real thing.
Not the real thing.
No, but it was so difficult, really. I could totally see myself if I would sit in the 80s in front of that. If I would have had a 64, which I didn't have, then I would just sit there for the whole day, and I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah, when I got annoyed with a game, I just shut it off and started programming instead.
Yeah, well, that's a solution,
Which
I
happened
guess.
more than once.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's not an accident that you got here.
No, I used my legs very intentionally.
Yeah, all the way
One
walking
foot in
here.
front of the
Yes.
other.
Oh my god. Okay, so I0 has a request again. And you lined it up. Did you? Did you? And it will be Dax and Canon Fodder intro remix.
Or as we say in Swedish, det är dags för lite dags.
been so much fun. Never been so much fun. Never been so much fun. Walk to your brother, kill him with your gun, leave him lying in his uniform, dying in the sun. Never been so much fun. 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 Walk to your brother, kill him with your gun, leave him lying in his uniform, dying in the sun. 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 Never been so much fun. 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 Walk to your brother, kill him with your gun, leave him lying in his uniform, dying in the sun. 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 Never been so much fun.
Never been so much fun.
No, it never have been so much fun.
Never, ever,
Never, ever.
has been so much fun.
Indeed.
Dun, 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 dun.
And of course, Richard Joseph and John Hare are behind this original piece.
Yes, and he does have hair.
He still does have hair.
I think he still has the ponytail.
Yes, probably.
Yeah,
That's his signature style, sort of.
sort of.
Yeah, what's
Kinda.
up? What's up with him lately?
I don't know. I've seen a couple of posts somewhere. I can't remember where, but yeah, not very active on my feeds. Not that I check Facebook very often,
Mhm.
but yeah, I've seen him post every now and then. Not like I keep tabs or anything, but yeah,
Hmm.
maybe we should poke him, see what's up.
Definitely. Why not?
Hmm.
And I like how
Oh, I think he might be coming to
to the app.
Kenilworth.
Yeah, like is
next
he?
weekend.
Because it's I think like let's just check out the lineup again. Dong. Yeah, because it's that's what I had in mind, that we talked about this. And still had his ponytail at last Zap apparently. Because he has been at the last one.
Yes, Sensible
year.
Software, John Hare and Stu Cambridge.
Oh, so he will be there.
Yes, also
Excellent.
Andrew Braybrook, Steve Turner and Jason Page.
That
And
is
from
awesome.
Ocean Software we have Simon Butler, Paul Hughes, Peter Clark. Hey, that's a name I've heard of.
Yeah,
It's a name. There you go. And Matthew Cannon.
Fodder.
Fodder.
Matthew Cannon. Fodder. Excellent. Yes, so nice lineup we got there.
Yes,
For next week.
Some people from DMA Design that I do not know. Mike Daly, Steve Hammond, Russell K, Gary Timmons, and Incentive Software, Rich Hill and Paul Gregory.
Yeah, don't expect
Frank
us to remember
Gaskin.
everything by heart here. Oh my God, yes. Lots of things will
Frank
happen.
Gaskin, I've heard of. Games that weren't. Not that I know what it looks like. That's going to be very awkward. I need pictures. Like a... I need pictures next
I
to
think
these
you
names.
need to do some updates with
Yeah,
yourself. Yes.
I basically I will only recognize John Hare, this Peter Clerk
Who is that
dude.
Pete Clerk?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that. I hear he's tall. That's kind of the only metric I have.
Okay.
So should be able to kind of spot him above other
Probably.
people, maybe.
Probably we will. Yeah, there is a chance for that.
Tomsk says everyone will have name tags. Well, that's good.
Okay, that's helpful.
It is
I
indeed
think.
helpful.
Yeah. Thank you very much. That's reassuring, especially for Slaygon, who has a terrible name memory.
Yes. It's like, oh no, I know that face. Who are you?
Yes, we will be very grateful for that.
Oh, there we go. Interview with Frank Gaskin.
Gaskin.
Thank you, C64 Glenn.
always
I
here
will
to help.
check that out later on. Oh, I thought it was a video. It's just a picture.
Just for your, visual memory.
Yeah.
Well, and your
Good
name
job.
memory that is non-existent.
Exactly. Like those two things, I will recognize the face and go, I think I've seen you.
I
What's
know
your name?
you. I know you from somewhere, yes. Anyway, how about playing request for Way of Exhausting Fist?
Is that yoga
You
at
never know.
the gym? Very exhausted fists.
Maybe, could be. Well, we will see that. We'll see about that. But the request is Haludza and Ninja Spirit. Highscore Night Drive mix.
I think my ending was better.
Or was it again?
Hmm.
You are... you have a lot of self-confidence.
In my Fudledums, yes.
In your
I've
Fudledums,
had
yes.
plenty of practice.
Yes. Oh, yeah, you definitely had a plenty of practice. Good thing it's your radio station, so no one fired you for that just yet.
Yeah, I would have been fired a long time ago unless I was the owner indeed.
You would have been?
Probably.
Ah, tough man. Oh. Okay. Well,
C64 Glenn did the whole "I know your face, who are you" thing in at BitLive Brighton in the toilets with Simon Nicol.
Okay.
BitLive Brighton was the first time I met Ryan Overhand for the first time as well. Just prior to that, like a couple of months before Brighton, I had actually gone out together with JGB. You can find him, JGB's Delta remix, for instance, on RKO. But we went to check out a Moog for Ryan because he wanted to buy it online, but couldn't verify if it worked and whatnot. So I brought JGB with me because he's one of those electronic synthesis analog synth nerds. So he tweaked every single knob on that thing to make sure everything worked properly and whatnot. So ended up with Ryan actually buying it, and in return for checking it out, I got 2 oversized Galway remix t-shirts from him, and the CDs, of course. And later that night, just like C64 Glenn, I had a couple of beers over the course of the evening and whatnot, and kind of sort of fell asleep while we were having dinner. So Ryan had to pay my dinner. Also, one of the first times I actually spoke to Rob Hubbard. I met him back in 2001 at the first BitLive, but here he actually came to the table, I believe, and talked to Ryan. A bit fuzzy on the details on that one. Like I said, I fell asleep.
Okay, that must have been not 2 beers, I guess.
So, I still owe Ryan a dinner from that time.
Well, at some point we will make this happen, I guess.
Yeah, and C64 Glenn says, in our defense, it was a very warm day that day. Perfect drinking weather.
And that can hit you as well.
Yes.
Yeah, ever so slightly. Marcel had the best memory of BitLive Brighton was after our gig, and we sat backstage when Ben found out that it was my first gig on stage ever, and he screamed, "So I took your stage virginity?" and came on to hug me.
Yeah, and one of my best memories of Marcel is I think it was 2001 in St. Luke's church that BitLive was held at, and Marcel was going on stage there too, and he was a little bit nervous,
ever so slightly.
So he went out the back door, back to the backyard, and smoked, in quotes, a cigarette. He lit it and inhaled the whole thing in one go, like.
How?
I don't know. Big lungs.
Wow.
That was fun.
Must have been fun. Yeah, I remember telling this dinner story earlier. Unfortunately, I don't remember BitLive Brighton because I wasn't there, but I was reading about it later on.
Lots of shenanigans. Okay,
yeah,
sounds
need to
about
go
right.
There. That event must be really good. My boyfriend was like, "Why?
Why is it good?" Brighton, I think, must have been one of the first times, or the first time I met Gohags as well.
What?
Yeah.
What? So early? Aww,
Yeah.
That's so nice.
I think it was the second time in Brighton, because there's been 2 of them in Brighton.
Wow.
First one was meeting Ryan, second time Gohanks.
No, but hang on. Gohanks is still very young, so how is that possible? How old?
He was 7.
Something is not right there. I don't know what you think.
Hold on, Tomsk. Were Visa Röster in Brighton as well?
Once they were, right?
So,
they must have been.
Definitely St. Luke's. Oh yes, now yes, of course they were. They did the whole international karate thing and whatnot over there. So.
Oh, things I have missed.
Oh yeah, a lot of good things. Yes.
Oh my God, Brighton 2015 was his first party, so not like 2001 or something. That would be
No, I think
interesting.
Yeah, I can't remember when the first one in Brighton was, but when he got back to Brighton, I was happy because it was very nice. Nice city.
Sounds
Like
awesome.
the convention center where it was and whatnot, it was very close to the pier.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't even-
first Fast Loaders gig was at Brighton.
Yeah,
great.
apparently.
Yes.
Apparently now it's like, wow, 10 years. It's been 10 years. You guys need to celebrate this year.
Yeah.
Make sure that this is going to be a blast of a year because it's been 10 years.
10 years of excellence.
And you
Me
You-
am old.
prepared the next request for Tiffy.
Tiffy.
This request is not on Quad or Remix 64, but Mulperi gave permission to play it on Slay Radio, apparently, and this would be Cybernoid 2 Mulperi mix.
It is Cybernoid 2. Foodly Doom.
Fiddly-dum.
Original song by Yerontel, one of my absolute all-time favorite game tunes. I made it sound like me. Hope you don't mind,
No,
says
we don't.
Mulperi.
We really don't mind.
We do not mind in the least bit.
Not in the least bit indeed.
Oh, I need to pause that a little
And
bit.
was
There we
this
go.
done 10 years ago, you
10
say?
years ago, yeah.
10 years
it was,
ago.
Well, I don't know when it was done, but it was uploaded 10 years ago to SoundCloud.
Okay. Well, this is crazy. There was a SoundCloud 10 years ago.
Yes.
I don't even know when they started.
I think I have some...
Yeah, I think you have some because I remember checking those up
like
as
from 10
well.
years ago at
Yeah.
least. I think 2005 or so I uploaded my first ones.
Uh-huh.
14 years ago apparently.
Wow.
So and at
Wow.
that point it has already been around for a while.
I'm shocked. Wow. Just wow.
Yeah, soundcloud.com/Slaygon.
That's so complicated to remember.
Copulated. Oh, complicated.
Complicated, yes, yes. So, zap, is it a zap?
Zappy, zappy, zap.
Yes. So the whole week will be about the preparation.
Yes, it will. And I need to dismantle some stuff in here and some stuff upstairs.
Then we are not doing a show on Thursday again.
Oh fuck no! If we're getting up, if we're getting up 6 a.m. or whatever 5 a.m. it is, we're definitely not doing a show. Need to do a final check and then make sure everything is packed.
Oh my God, poor people who count on us.
We're doing a show from there. Come on.
I know, but it's poor people counting on us going on air on Thursdays, and it never happens now, apparently, for a month. Because there's always something again. No, it's fine. It's going to be a whole, well, not the whole weekend even, but at least 17th, 18th, right? Yes.
Yeah, we're still a bit unsure exactly how much we will be streaming from there. It kind of depends on the internet connection, which Chris Wilkins will check tomorrow. So we'll have an answer to that. And also the layout of the rooms and how far my Wi-Fi can reach and how easy it will be to transport the whole rig and all the cameras and all the cables and all of that shit, because none of my cameras are wireless. So I will actually need to tape them down somehow and get the cables out of people's way and that sort of thing. So it's definitely not going to be easy to move them around. So yeah, probably only going to broadcast from the main room. So yeah, whatever is happening in there, we'll try to do some mobile kind of video thingy streaming at some point, I guess. Walk around and talk to some people, that sort of thing. But those will likely only stream on Twitch and maybe Kick, because it depends. Hopefully we can stream everywhere, but the relays will only be or we will only stream to the relays when we do the show or whatever. It's going to be the first time we do a show from a stage with live audience, so that's going to be different.
Different.
Yeah, very, very different.
You might think, yes. Oh, you are a broadcast legend, Slaygon. It will be awesome, says Pete.
Well, I did just say to her while the tune was playing that I'm a professional, apparently.
And now he even trusts himself.
Well, I've always trusted myself when it comes to fixing a problem that is there and then. That I have always been good at. But this whole kind of, I don't know, planning things ahead and that sort of thing, not really my cup of tea.
Well, I
I'm
guess,
more of a like a get down and dirty and just do it sort of a
I guess
person.
that's why we can complement each other, because I like to plan ahead sometimes.
Sometimes too much.
Too much.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me check. You said you were going to redesign the homepage 7 years ago?
No, we said we're gonna redesign the homepage, yes, but it's a whole mess and you don't even know where to start. Because
Yeah,
apparently...
I have told you numerous times, just do your design and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, but
Can do
that's-
anything you want to do.
Yeah, that's not how the whole thing works in
That's
a way.
exactly how it works.
We need to put it into like a normal framework kind of thing, not like a web framework, I mean, but well, that too, maybe.
Yes.
But
Again, 7 years.
yeah, well, how is that about planning ahead? That's different.
Well, you're still apparently planning.
I'm planning to do this at some point, yeah, but there are certain things that you just want to sit down and talk through, and then you can get going, because if you are just up in the air with the task that, yeah, let's do this. How exactly? What we exactly want? What
Yeah,
functions? How many things we need to put on the screen?
That's why I actually went ahead and did the dark theme to use it as some sort of a template for the new pages, so we know what kind of features and whatnot we want.
Okay, maybe it will be helpful. And
Pete, no,
not your first
not
UK broadcast.
No, we actually have broadcast live from all the previous bit lives
Oh,
in the UK,
look at that.
except the first one. Yeah, except for the first one. I think we did live broadcasts from every bit live in the UK.
Well, and I guess I will be the one also who requests the ETA, because you can't just enter UK now. You need to send the request.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes,
Goddamn
let's not
thing
forget about that, because we will be standing there to let us in, and then, no, you are rejected. I'm sorry, you can't come in now because you don't have your ETA getting done.
Yeah,
But-
and that's not estimated time of arrival. It's some new thing that you need to apply for with immigration services or whatever the fuck
but
it is.
good
I
thing
don't
is
know.
it's valid for 2 years, and they say that the process is quick, so it's not that bad as it sounds for the first time. But yeah, we will sort this out this week as well.
Yes, definitely need to do that.
And definitely need to check what we have on the request list, because we have several things here.
Several things we do have.
Several things, indeed. Which should we continue with? I'm a little bit hesitant about this. Did I send you the video?
Yes.
I think that's a good thing to continue with then.
Okie dokie, let's do that then.
So, Uncount user wants Deflector played live with Ben. Ayo. Ayo, ayo.
How do you play Ben?
Live with Ben?
Anyway, here is Stuck in the 80s with Deflector live from the DVD Back in Time Live. I can't remember which one this was. Which Back in Time was it? Does it say any? Uploaded in 2011, so I don't remember exactly which one it was, but it's from London. Here's Deflector with Stuck in the 80s. Stuck in the 80s, Deflector.
Yes, I can imagine this being a big memory for you guys.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, what happened there? Oh, that happened. That happened.
Nobody saw what happened except you. So
No,
we are
I
fine.
was just wondering if the machine started to give up or something. It did a weird thing.
Maybe
that would
just
not be good.
indicated that we are getting close to 11.
Very close to 11.
Very close to 11 indeed. But we will still play 2 songs.
2 songs?
2 songs.
2 songs?
Can we play
Madame
2
2
songs?
songs?
Madame 2 songs.
Is Ken's ever on these kind of events nowadays, says Berlusconi. I think he will
should,
go to
yeah.
Zap 64.
Yeah. Well, sounds like it.
Haven't seen him at the Bit Lives in a while.
Not on Bit Lives, but he'll be at Zap, says
Yes.
Tomsk.
Mm.
Yes, it's
Tomsk.
always so complicated to pronounce your name, Tomsk. Sometimes when I'm in the middle of a sentence. Tomsk,
Oh.
Tomsk.
Think of it like fully Tomsk.
No, I can't just call him Tom, right? Or can I?
No,
Tomsk.
Tomsk.
That sounds like a percussion
Yes,
type of thing. Yes.
hence fully Tomsk.
Only Tomsk. Okay. Well, after that, he needs to do a song like this. Gee. Totally Tomsk has a nice ring.
Yeah.
Yes, agreed. Oh my god, so this is our last broadcast before Zap 64 then.
Yes.
I never realized in my head that we are not broadcasting next Thursday either. So,
Yeah, unless
so
it-
sorry people.
Unless you want to put the studio back together Thursday and then tear it all again, tear it down overnight
No,
again
then it sounds stupid to
to do a
tear
show
it
on
down
Thursday.
and
Yes.
put it together
Okay,
again.
so when am I gonna test things and make sure everything works?
No, I said it sounds stupid to disassemble and assemble it again.
It kind of does, yeah.
Yeah, so why disassemble then?
Mhm. Because I need to disassemble
Yes.
so I can test. That's
Yeah.
why.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I know. But yes. I get it. I totally get it. So anyway, since we are running out of time and we still have 2 songs lined up here, one is going out for FS and that would be Magic Disc, a 90s Euromix by Instant Remedy.
Ooh, instant.
And then we come back to say goodbye and
And
invite you for the next week's Zap.
We haven't done that yet, so
We will.
Magique Disque 64. Magique du 64. Magique du 64. Magique du 64.
Magic Disc
Magic
64.
Fiddledum? Magic Fiddledum.
Magic Disc Fiddledum.
Aha, okay. Right, well, good thing that this is the last Fiddledum of the evening.
Oh, is it?
Or is it not?
Who knows?
You never know when it comes to him.
You never know.
You never know, indeed.
Right, so next weekend.
Next
Zap
weekend.
64. And yeah, it's going to be odd doing a
Odd.
show with audience.
Live audience. Show with
Yeah.
live audience. Well, we are going to do a show, just not on Thursday and not from the studio.
Exactly. So there.
Well, live audience. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, literally what's going to happen. I can't even imagine that setup just yet, but
No, it's going to be fun.
exciting. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a bit different. And of course, Boz will be there as well. So that's going to add some fun and excitement to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. As he always does.
Indeed. Let's see if he actually wants to be there on stage with us.
That is a good idea.
I think it's a good idea, yes.
For those people who like 3 of us in the Remixer of the Year Awards shows, I guess they can imagine what will happen if that happens.
Yeah, I don't know what happened on the last one that we did, why it was not 3
Over
hours,
5
but
hours.
it was like 5.5 or
Yeah,
whatever.
me neither. It just happened, and I
Yeah.
still don't understand. It's like a time shift, or I don't know what was going on there, but it's weird. It's still weird.
Yeah, very.
Anyway,
It's weird, but hopefully nobody got bored at least.
yeah, hopefully so.
And no, we're not doing a 5-hour show at Zap.
Yeah, we don't know how long it will be. That's the
It's
thing.
not going to be 5 hours.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yes, we
don't
know it's not going to be
anything.
5 hours.
We don't know anything about the circumstances just yet, but it's going to be fun, and we are looking forward to meet
It's going
you
to be
guys.
not 5 hours.
Okay, you don't no need to repeat this thing
Yes,
over and over again.
yes, it is. There
Nobody
is
accepts the Spanish Inquisition.
the Spanish
Spanish Inquisition, yes.
Spanish expedition.
Yes, anyway. So, no, we don't know.
We're
2
definitely
hours
not-
ish, unless I'm mistaken, says Pete. So
Yeah, it's definitely not going to be 5 hours.
you don't need to
but-
say it one more time.
But I think, if memory serves, we will be the last block or whatever for the evening.
So we will be blocks like in Tetris? Okay.
Yes,
Right. Okay. Good.
you're the short one.
I'm the short block. Okay, thanks. That's so nice. Like which one out of the default
The
blocks?
smallest,
the
smallest one.
small square. That's
Yeah,
what I am.
The smallest one. The one square, not the one with 4 bits in
What?
it. but
I'm just
the
one
small...
pixel?
Yes.
Is that what you are saying? Okay, well, I'm not that small.
I'm the tall one. Lanky tall
Oh,
one.
you are the 4 square.
Yes.
the 4 square element.
4 square and 70 years ago. Oh,
Yes.
Wait, what?
Yes, it's been a while since that was a thing. Yes, but yes, anyway, this is going to be fun. We are really looking forward to that, but we really need to pack up things here. So no Thursday show, but the Zap show, preferably, most likely, from Saturday, I guess. It's gonna be Saturday.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Saturday show from Zap live.
Yeah, I think we will be posting things on the Slay Radio homepage
Yes.
and Discord and Facebook and things like that. So
Yes, that's
just
the plan.
do the clickety click and follow and that sort of thing over there.
Clickety click. Or
So-
just check the website.
exactly, do the clickety click on there as well.
Okay. Yes. So that's about it. That's how far we see in time right now. Next week, UK, Zep 64, Kenilworth. And if you are around, please come around and be there. And if not, then you will see us online.
Or be a square pixel.
Yes, exactly. And meanwhile, in the meantime, you can tune in to Boz Radio to enjoy some live shows next week. Do you have it on screen?
I do not, because I forgot to bring it up.
I really like how I always want to type boy radio instead of Boz Radio, because on the Hungarian keyboard Z and Y are exchanged. So it's always boy radio for me. But yes,
There we
we have not entirely a regular schedule because Cactus seems to be off on Tuesday again. So Matt Ricardo will be on Monday and was on Wednesday, and then of course Zidu the Saturday. Oh my God! We don't want to collide with him, but we are not entirely sure about the Zap Saturday show when it will be. So just so you know, it's not a plan to.
No, I think it's too late, and to change the dates for Zap, and also we can't do anything about it.
There's not much we can do about when we need to start, but we don't know exactly when we will start yet. So it's just about ish, kind of. We know the day at least. That is something. And
that is indeed
the
something.
time, the evening, yes, kind of. That is also something. So yeah, let's see how things will play out. And yeah, we are really looking forward to next week and see you all, guys. And take care meanwhile. In the meantime, I promise I will try not to go anywhere this week out of the house. I'm going to be locked here.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Fine. Can I pick up packages at least?
Well, I have to, at least.
Okay, then I will send you to pick up packages. Unbelievable. Anyway. Thank you once again, and we will say goodbye with Das's request, which was, ironically, he wanted us to make a request together, and
so a request for a request.
A request for a request, and well, we both love NecroPolo, who is underplayed, unfortunately, sometimes during the shows. So we want to highlight his latest release from RKO, which is Zoom 2025 Live, which you could also hear in the Remix News section, just some snippets of it.
Yes.
So that's the
He said, this track has already been released before on the Bjerregaard album years ago that was managed by Lala. It is just a facelift of the very same track with a splash of guitars. That happened because I performed that song live around early March 2025. And you can catch his playthrough on the guitar on his own channel. The channel name and the link to that is in the About channel on Discord, if you want to find it. And then he says a lot of things in there. What? Okay, too many things to read, so I'm not gonna. But we're gonna listen to the track anyway. And thank you everyone for joining us tonight on this very odd Thursday, which just happened to be on a Sunday. But yeah, thanks for joining us anyway.
Yes, thank you very much. So have a nice week and see you next weekend, one way or another.
Yes, if you're there, come and say hi.
Yes, and if you are not there, then I guess on the broadcast.
Exactly.
So,
see you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
You boo?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ja, maar we verjaardag nog maar ja. Oh ja.
Move on. Move on.
Don't make us send the boys round. Help keep Slay Radio alive. Donate on slayradio.org.